Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are here on day one. The Spring Festival has arrived. I'm a little sunburnt, and we've got some Blissey information to talk about. So let's just dive into this and get things wrapped up and move on to all of the fun. We got 200 sleep points. That'll put us at a grand total of 2,430. And then we're going to grab our daily lottery, and that's going to be something real special and extra nice. It's going to be a small dream cluster, not extra nice or special, but I will take it because it will help us in the long run whenever we do finally cash them all in. We also did make it to Master 3 yesterday, so it does give us an Aeron incense as well. And with that said, let's go ahead and dive into the sleep report. Let's see what's up, and let's get things rolling. Hopefully, we got something nice. A good shiny would be fantastic. A good grubbin would be good as well. But with the way my sleep went, I think we're looking at snoozing or slumbering yet again. Yeah, that's definitely looking pretty slumbery. I have been sleeping entirely too deeply lately. It is, I don't know. Maybe I just need to catch up on sleep or something. But yeah, it's been kind of rough the last few weeks to a month or two. Just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But anyway, 131.6 million drowsy power. That's going to give us 2 3 stars and in a top belly. So not too bad. We got Quagsire, 2 Pichus, and what else? What else do we got? Boop, boop, boo. Quaxley, Aeron, Mime Jr., and Magneton, and Geodude. So yeah, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy, but maybe a decent amount of Dream Shards at least. That would be nice. That would be very nice. Boop. No one's hungry either. Well, okay. That's unfortunate. There's nothing here I'm really eager to catch at the moment. So, yeah. I also don't want to spend biscuits, so I think I'm just going to give this one the premium biscuit. We'll set it up for later. We'll catch it another time. And it'll make it that much easier to catch next time we see it whenever we do want to. But is what it is. Let's move on. No catches today, unfortunately. But at least maybe we can get something nice. We're going to send out Quaxley Candy. Yes. Quaxley Candy is really nice. Actually, you know what? With a lot of people making Defiant Coffee Dress Salad, let's send out that Aeron candy. Maybe we can help with the sausage. Just a little bit. That one candy is going to make all the difference, you know? But we are going to get 8,828 Research XP and 10,807 Dream Shards. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Very good. All right, all that out of the way. Let's wrap up this weekly summary and get moving on to the beach. That does put us at 60% area bonus here on OGPP. So things are getting a little bit easier at OGPP. All right. Goodbye, Snorlax. We'll see you again another time, sometime in the distant future, I expect. Week 93. All right, we got Master 3, 1,315,911 final strength, 596,708 gains from berries, and 719,203 gains from cookings, with an overall sleep grade of A because of Friday. Yep, that sounds about right. It's not surprising. All right, we're off to the beach. We're going to grab us, hopefully, a good Happiny, because we'll talk about, actually, you know what? I'm just going to hold off. We'll talk about it here in a minute. We'll talk about why I want a good Happiny here in a bit. For now, we got this. We know we got salads. We know we got the berries. And we are set up and ready to go. We can make the meal we want. All we need is to collect from the team. Hopefully, Dedenne got us a double trigger, which give us a start of 30% extra tasty. We got another small dream cluster for going to bed on time. On top of that, double trigger there is just perfection. That's exactly what we want to see to start this week off. Maybe that's a good omen. We can collect from you. No skill trigger there, but that's okay. Potatoes is what we were looking for, and I don't know why. Actually, I don't know why I'm collecting from Masquerada, because we can't even get the ingredients in our bag anyway. But we can at least clear out these berries, let them start collecting again. And good amount, a decent amount of sausage and oil to help with the rest of the week. Cool. Basic 2. All right, there we go. Basic 2, that fast. Let's go ahead and make some breakfast and let's see what's up. Let's see if we can get this lucky 20% extra tasty. It is going to be multiplied by 1.5 times. Let's see. We did get, we got some. You know what? I said I was going to use the Slowpoke tails. I kind of don't want to right now. I kind of don't want to just because it's only 20% odds. And I don't want to burn all of those on such low odds. I'm going to save those for when we have better odds. I'm going to throw in potatoes right now. We've already got Meowscarada on the team, so we can bring in some extra potatoes and make up for it. So, is what it is. I'm hoping that maybe one day, should have used the tails. Should have used the tails, but it is what it is. We still got 226,989, even without using the tails. All right, I mean, maybe this is a very auspicious occasion. So let's move on. I mean, that's going to put us at like not ultra. What am I thinking? I don't think it's ultra. I think it's like grade 3, maybe somewhere around there. I think. I'm starting to think I'm underselling it, actually. It is ultra 5. Yeah, I did undersell it. I don't know what I was thinking. My initial instinct was correct. We made it to basic 3. Very done. Wrap it up, boys. We're done. All right. Let's see. This one's probably not going to be correct either. I think. Ooh, Master 1. Well, there we go. That is a very big story. He grew so fast. All right. Sure, buddy. Nope. I cannot click on for alligator. There we go. All right, well, we got breakfast in just in time, too. You know we like to live dangerously around here. And croconaw, nope. Croconaw, we got berries and sausages and stuff. Berries and sausages and oil. Very, very good. All right, well, we are off to a fantastic start. I'm not going to make lunch, even though it says I can make lunch. I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to let Dedenne at least get 1 trigger. Hopefully 2 before we make lunch. I would like to get as many extra tasties as possible because the more extra tasties we get, the more fun we get to have here. But let's just real quick, let's recap our bonuses for the Spring Festival event. It lasts, of course, all week. Any island you want to go to, you're already at your island by the time this video comes out. But, you know, refresh real quick. Pokemon who collect eggs and oil are more likely to appear. And I already said all areas. Where's the other stuff? There we go. Certain Pokemon will be more likely to appear. We just talked about that. Final strength gains from dishes are multiplied by 1.5 or 3 for extra tasties. And then on Sunday, we get times 4.5 for extra tasties, which is very nice. And then dishes will be set to salads, of course. 1 Pokemon will for sure arrive hungry. I did forget about that. I also goofed and didn't use my good camp ticket, but honestly, I'm kind of thinking maybe we don't have to. But that could come back to bite me. I do have 2 good camp tickets. I meant to use that for this first meal, and I completely forgot. I was looking at the meal, too, and I was like, why do I not have enough room for the tails? I should have enough room for the tails, and I couldn't figure it out. That's why, because I'm stupid. Very smooth-brained, this one is. Also, a few Pokemon of different sleep types will appear. So we got that pseudo-balanced, which is gorgeous. We love it. Let's see. Yeah, I got 2 good camp tickets. Let's use it. Why not? Why not? We'll still have 1 just in case we need it for emergency purposes. But all right. That is going to be that for the event bonuses. As part of recapping the event, let's go over the event missions real quick. Get to Basic 2 gives you a Happiny incense, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and collect that. Get to Ultra 1 gives you 5 biscuits, also fantastic because I'm very biscuit poor. Get to Master 1 for 30 Happiny candy or Chansey candy. I always forget how they handle it with babies. I think sometimes it's the baby candy and it's named after the baby, and sometimes it's not. I think because Chansey was introduced first, might be Chansey candy. Whatever, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Give out 15 biscuits for 5 small handy candies. Use 100 candies for 8,000 dream shards. I will definitely want to do that. Use 7 incense. This mission again, I can't stand it. I'm glad we got that Aeron incense. Too bad Aeron does not spawn here. But at least we got it for the future incense missions. I do not like them showing up all the time. It'd be fine every now and then, but every event, it gets kind of old. And then go to bed on time 3 times for another 8,000 dream shards, and cook 12 times for 5 small ingredient tickets. I believe that's small. Yes, small ingredient tickets. Not too bad. Also, I forgot about the other missions. I need to go check those because I did complete one. Come on, get your act together, my guy. Get Snorlax to great too. So there's 1,700 dream shards for us, and another small dream cluster for not going to bed on time. Ultra 4, that's the one. Ooh, Comfey incense for Master 3. That's very nice. I do need to catch more Comfey. I have not got a good one. I think I've only caught 1 or 2, so definitely going to be looking for that. We do have to use 271 candies for diamonds, so at least that'll synergize well with the use 100 candies. Not too bad. For now, I don't know who I'm going to use those candies on. I'll have to figure that out. Nope. No skill trigger there, but that's okay. Let's double check our pantry real quick. We should be in a very good spot. I suspect everything is as expected. We didn't get quite to the amount of coffee I wanted before I swapped out the team last night, but we were only like 10 shy of what I was expecting. If those 10 coffee come back to bite me at the end of the week, remind me that I'm a fool and it was my own fault and this was a self-inflicted wound. But I suspect it'll be okay. For now, stock up some potatoes. I'm just going to let Gardevoir, wow, Masquerada run all day, and whatever we get is what we get. We'll swap in for oil tomorrow, then probably swap into coffee the day after that, since that was a little bit less than bean sausage. Plus, we don't have extra sausage coming in from, or extra coffee coming in from Feraligatr and Croconaw. So they'll kind of help us stave off our need for sausage a little bit. Maybe even help out with the oil on the Croconaw. But that's kind of the plan. Just let them run all day. Whatever they bring in is what they bring in. And mainly, this team is the team that we're going to have pretty much the entire time. Unless Gardevoir gets to like... I mean, if we get the team to like 130% energy, I might swap in Shiny Blastoise just to bring in some extra milk and cocoa for pot filler. But outside of that, I think that might be... I think the team's pretty set. I don't really expect to change them too much. I kind of want to let them go and see what happens on a team where I'm not as hands-on with the management outside of swapping out the 1 ingredient finder per day. But so far, Ultra 5, not Master 1. The game lied to me. You lied to me, game. We are very close to Master 1, though. We'll get there pretty quickly. So far, Ultra 5 is really good. No complaints about that at all. This week is already starting off very well. I would love to end the day. Let's see, we're at 250. If I could end the day at... I think I'd be happy with Master 8, but I would love to end the day at Master 10 with about 750k strength. That would, of course, necessitate that all 3 meals are extra tasty. I'm going to try. We'll see what happens. Actually, in that vein, I may, instead of swapping in for Blastoise, may swap in for another Dedenne, even though my backup Dedenne are not the best. The extra tasty odds are quite nice to have. So maybe I might just do that. I don't know. I'll think about that. Because I do really like the idea of the pot filler with that good camp ticket. So I don't know. We'll figure that one out. But if I could get at least Master 8, I think I'd be happy with that. But if we could hit Master 10, even better. I think either one. Yeah. I don't know. We got a long way to go to Master 20, though. Master 20, what is it? I haven't even looked. 3.7 million. Yeah, I mean, 3.7 divided by 7, that's a little over 500k a day. So yeah, if we could hit Master 8 and maintain... Yeah, if we could hit 600k today and then maintain that level of production every day, I think we're pretty set. But it's gonna be a game of luck, and we'll just have to see how things go. Of course, didn't have the good camp ticket for breakfast, but we do have it for lunch. So extra tasties will be just that much stronger. And if I get really solid extra tasty odds at some point, maybe 60+%, then probably throw in those tails. So that should really help as well. Those tails will be worth 900 and something each, almost 1,000 each. So that'd be 33,000, roughly 32,000 strength for those tails. So that'll be nice. But for now, let's move on. Let's check the news. I'm over here talking like it's the end of the video, and it's not. We've got some more to talk about. There is, of course, no new news, but that is all right. That is to be expected, my guy. We do have some community reports. 47, because I forgot to collect last night. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They're doubled up out of 37? 47. That's very good. That's almost a third. I'll take it. I will take. All right. No level ups today, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Very soon, I expect. I say that all the time, and eventually it'll be correct. The whole broken clock thing, you know? All right. So that's done. Now it's time to talk about what we all came here to talk about. Because now that they're available, we have all the information that we need about Happiny, Chansey, and Blissey to discuss. And so let's go ahead and do that now, because it is exactly what we all expected. Ingredient specialist with energy for everyone, which is going to be very fantastic, especially for gathering these eggs. I actually haven't looked at their ingredients. I assume they have eggs. I just looked at this page and saw that this stuff all over here was all filled out. And I was like, all right, cool. We can talk about it now. It's all settled. Happiny has a 21% ingredient finding rate, which is a little bit higher. Well, it's about average, I guess. About average. Skill trigger rate, very low. 1.3. Very, very, very low. But it does help. It is nice to have on the team as a little backup. Little extra boost of energy, you know? So not too bad. It is slumbering, of course, because it's a baby. And then it is an ingredient specialist with energy for everyone. Exactly what we all expected. So no surprise there. It does only take 5 pips to catch it, so this is the one to try to catch. I would not try to catch Chansey or Blissey unless they're shiny or something where it's guaranteed. But catch the Happinies. They're only 5 pips. Plus, you get the free level ups for evolving them. So especially with energy for everyone, it's not like it's charge strength where you're like, hey, it's nice, but I don't care. Energy for everyone could make a big difference in your overall team's performance and allow you to swap out your normal healer, your prime healer, your main healer. I don't know. What are we calling these now that we're starting to get healers that aren't skill specialists? Anyway, it could give you the opportunity to swap out your healer and put in something else if you get to a good point. And maybe the Happiny or Chansey or Blissey, whatever you have, could keep your team going for a little while so that you can swap out something else, gather ingredients, get some energy, and have another slot freed up. Could be a good idea. It does get the friendship level badges, the befriending badges, I think was the name that we're supposed to be calling them. The befriending badges of friendship level 10, 40, and 100. So normal stuff. Normal stuff there. We get those. I don't know why I'm scrolling on my phone like it is my computer. Trying to scroll down on this screen. It is also what we expected. Eggs, eggs, and eggs for the AAA, which is very good. So I will definitely be hunting that because I never got a good Delibird. I got a pretty decent Snover that I never invested in and evolved to an Abomasnow. So I actually don't have eggs covered, but we got to a point in the cooking meta where eggs weren't really a big deal. So I never really had a need for them. But now I will definitely be hunting for AAA Happiny. As far as this ingredient spread, I don't know how much overlap there is. I feel like there's a slight bit of overlap. Let's go ahead and pull up these recipes real quick. Let's see. For eggs, what do we got? It was potatoes and honey. Yes, potatoes and honey. So for eggs, there is some overlap with honey on the flour gift macarons. Then we've got, wait a minute. Potatoes and honey. Yeah, so we've got the overlap there. Got some overlap on Jigglypuff's Fruity Flan, if that's where you're at. That's a good overlap there. Some overlap on the Petal Blizzard Layered Salad, which is brand new. That's a pretty decent salad if you're not running a good camp ticket. That is the max pot space right now, so that's not bad. I think ABA might be what you're looking for with this one for the right ratio of ingredients to make sure that you get enough eggs plus enough potatoes. Potatoes was the B. Yes, potatoes was B. Honey is C. So that could be good to go for that. Or AAB might, we'll look at them here in a minute and see how good they are. AAB might be all you need to actually bring in everything. 75 eggs. Honestly, with a good ingredient finding rate and good sub skills, 75 eggs with AAB might be very possible. There's no overlap there. There is some overlap for gluttony potato salad for when you're trying to level that up. So that's good. No, oh yeah, overlap here on steadfast ginger cookie. There's a lot of overlap here on egg bomb curry. ABC covers egg bomb curry. You just need apples. That's kind of an interesting one. I don't think I'll be looking for an ABC, and I don't expect most people will look for an ABC just to cover egg bomb curry, but I mean, technically you could. It looks like there's a lot of overlap, a lot more than I thought. Superpower extreme salad also has some overlap, and that's it. Yeah, there's like, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 different dishes that have overlap with those ingredients. So that's very good. I will be looking for a AAA just to get my egg situation sorted. But I would not mind AAB or AAC with how much overlap there is on the others. Maybe even ABA would be all right. So yeah, let's see. ABA. Oh, this isn't showing. Never mind. We'll look at it in a little bit with Blissey instead. But yeah, ABA is seemingly the second best ingredient spread according to Raynon. 7 eggs, 7 potatoes. So yeah, that's about even. Not too bad. But AAC is 5th out of 6th place. That's not bad. I mean that's pretty bad, but maybe it could work. AAA is still what I'm looking for. However, what you need is you need an oval stone to evolve your Happiny into a Chansey. So, got to get your oval stone. Got to get your 80 candies. 80 candies, jeez. 80 candies plus an oval stone. So there's that. This is, I'm not sure what this is here for. 6 squiggly line 18. I don't know why it says 6 tilde 18. I don't think I've ever seen that before, and if I have, I haven't paid attention to it. So yeah. Either way, 618. No, I thought it might be a date, but that doesn't make any sense either. I don't know. Brain's super dumb. Maybe you have to evolve it only between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Maybe that's what that is. That'd be really weird, though. You would think they would do something like that with Espeon and Umbreon, but no. I don't know. I don't know what that's there for, but you need an oval stone either way, and you need 80 candies. I thought we would get an oval stone as part of the event missions, just because there's something else we got to do, but apparently not. But it is what it is. 1,400 sleep points. Gonna be going bye-bye. Really hoping that means New Moon Day is gonna give us extra sleep points, but we'll see. For now, it does spawn on Greengrass Isle, Cyan Beach, and Snowdrop Tundra. We've got the 1-star on Greengrass that is at Great 1, the 2-star at Great 5, and the 4-star at Ultra 1. Then on Cyan Beach, you've got the 1-star at Basic 3, the 2-star at Great 2, the 3-star at Ultra 3, and the 4-star at Great 3. And then on Snowdrop Tundra, we've got the 1-star at Basic 1, the 2-star at Basic 5, the 3-star at Ultra 1, and the 4-star at Great 1. So, should be, as long as the spawn rates aren't super low on it, should be kind of easy to find. I imagine it won't be the most, I imagine it won't be the easiest Pokemon to find, but should be somewhat easy to find. Of course, we've got our Drowsy Power, which is the same across all islands. We've got the 1-star that started showing that you need 950,000 Drowsy Power for. The 2-star needs 6,004,000 Drowsy Power. The 3-star needs 31,806,000 Drowsy Power. And the 4-star needs 40,926,000 Drowsy Power. Where we are on Cyan Beach, we are not quite. Are we? Yeah. Yeah, we could get the 2-star sleep to show up potentially. I don't know. We'll see how tomorrow goes. I'm really looking forward to getting a bunch of these, hopefully all at once. I would love to catch as many as possible as quickly as possible. So we will be using that Happiny incense that I got to make sure that we do that. Unfortunately, that means we'll have to drop our 1,400 sleep points at some point pretty soon to evolve it. But for now, let's go ahead and take a look at Chansey real fast. This one will go quick. 16 pips. That's why I said catch that Happiny. That's what I wanted to double check and make sure that that was what it was. That's what we've been hearing. That it was going to be 16 pips to catch. Very steep. Very, very steep. Although, Chansey does have a pretty decent ingredient finding rate at 23.6. It's not too bad. Not the highest we've ever seen. Aggron does have a pretty high ingredient finding rate. I think close to 30, like 28% or something like that. So not the highest we've seen, but it's up there. It's not bad. And then a 2.3% skill trigger rate, which is not bad for an ingredient specialist, especially with energy for everyone. You'll probably get a couple a day just to help out your main healer, but we'll see here in a bit. For now, 16 pips is kind of what I wanted to look at because that's pretty steep to catch it. So highly recommend catching Happiny unless you find a shiny. And the other thing I wanted to show you was, yeah, it's 150 hours slept with Chansey to plus 80 more candies to evolve it to a Blissey. So you will be spending some time with your Chansey as a Chansey, unless you just throw it on your team overnight and don't use it during the day. But honestly, I feel like 23% is kind of decent enough, and even 55 minutes is not the slowest. So I feel like it's decent enough. You could probably get away with using it as well if you wanted to, but either way, you're going to be spending 150 sleep hours with your Chansey to evolve it into a Blissey. Here's all the DPRs and ranks that you get the different sleep styles if you're curious. It's not completely settled. Looks like the 4-star hasn't been settled yet. But if you're curious, here's all this information. I'm not going to go over it. It's a whole bunch of stuff for a Pokemon we're not really looking to hunt all that much, because we do want to catch that Happiny instead. That said, let's go ahead and move on to Blissey, because that's where we're all going to end up, and those are the stats we really care about. 23.8, same as Chansey, I believe that was. Let's double check. Yeah. Oh, 23.6. It goes up by 0.2. Very nice. Very nice. So 23.8 is pretty good. 2.3 also pretty good on the skill trigger rate. Not too bad. Surprising, actually. Surprising that it's 20 pips to catch Blissey. I thought it would have been more, but only 20. At that point, if you're going to try to catch a Chansey, just try to catch a Blissey. It'll save you the sleep time, and it's only 4 extra pips. So I would highly recommend, don't even try to catch Chansey. Catch Happiny, and if you just really want to try to catch it evolved, catch the Blissey. It'll cost you more main skill seeds, but I mean, it's only 4 extra pips. That's like a great biscuit and a poke biscuit. It's not that bad. Or a premium biscuit if you got one. So you might as well just try to catch this one. Maybe if it shows up hungry, feed it premium biscuits or something. But yeah, the frequency actually doesn't drop by too much. It only goes from 55 minutes to 51 minutes and 40 seconds. But with full energy, it'll be pretty low. Probably be around 30-ish minutes or so. The befriending badges are at 10, 20, and 40. So that's not too bad at all. Could, I guess, somewhat make it worthwhile if you want to use the befriending badge system to try to guarantee golds at certain levels. But I still would highly recommend Happiny. I think Happiny is the better choice here, the better use of resources. But good numbers right there. 23.8 ingredient finding rate is very good. 2.3 skill trigger rate for being an ingredient specialist is pretty good. Shows up on snoozing, so you may see it pretty often. But yeah, the real important part is all this DPR and rank stuff for when you're going to see it, if you are going to hunt it. Again, not going to go over it because it's not super important since we're really hunting the Happiny, and we need to know when Happiny spawns. But if you're curious, here it is. Of course, the 3-star is still not completely settled, but almost everything else is. 205 million drowsy power for that 4-star. All right, we ain't seeing that one for a while. Not for a while. We will have it unlocked, hopefully today, but we won't see it tomorrow unless we get just stupid lucky. But we'll see. I don't know. We might. But what I want to look at is I want to throw a Blissey here into production comparison, and we'll just give it... we'll have a couple of them. Where are you, Blissey? Why am I always in the wrong place for Blissey? There we go. All right, there we go. We got AAA. That's what we want. Let's... it is level 3 main skill. That's what we want to see. Let's do ideal first. Ingredient finding, helping speed. Yeah. Let's not worry about helping bonus just yet. So ingredient finding, helping speed, and inventory up L. And then at levels, yeah, let's look at level 60. Level 60 with, let's say we've got, let's do a mild nature. That feels ideal. Because we don't want main skill chance down. We do kind of want that main skill to trigger because it is helping the entire team. So let's leave that there. With AAA, we're looking at 127 eggs per day if we get this particular loadout of Blissey. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. A mild nature with ingredient finding M, helping speed M, and inventory up L. It's pretty good. 49 inventory space. How good is it with ribbons? Let's see. If we get to 2,000 hours, we're looking at 133 eggs a day. So yeah, your egg situation is going to be sorted. If you get a perfect one and you've got, let's see, ABA, is that going to give us the, that's, yeah, 75 eggs and 38 potatoes. Is that what we needed? 38? No, we need a little bit more. So can't do it on its own with ABA. So since we can't do it on its own with ABA, let's see if AAB, how's that going to look? I still can't do it on its own because it's not 75. And that's with the 2,000 hour ribbon. It's going to be a while before we get that ribbon, so let's go ahead and take that off. Without the ribbon, you're looking at 63 eggs and potatoes a day with AAB. Let's see, AAC, we're looking at 63 eggs and 72 honey, so not bad, but still not quite what you need for everything necessarily. It's enough for that. Not enough for flour gift macarons. You need more eggs. So yeah, those are kind of the main ones that we're looking at. So yeah, AAA is looking really good. Maybe AAC or B. Once we get to level 75, if we got a better sub skill at level 75, but keep in mind, these are assuming that we catch ideal Blissies. If we just get kind of, let's see, let's just take a look at the base Blissey. Let's do that. Let's expand and let's get rid of everything. Let's clear it out and let's just say a neutral nature. That'll work. Just a normal neutral Blissey. Oh, nope. I wanted AAA. Is looking at 66 eggs. So that's neutral with no sub skills, no nature. That's not bad. 66 at level 60 is pretty good. That means with just a little bit of good stuff. Let's say you, say we get research XP bonus, then we get ingredient finder S. Let's do S instead of M, and skill trigger S. And let's just say a neutral nature. Yeah, you're looking at 76 eggs per day. So just a little bit of good luck can get you the 75 eggs per day. I think that's the most we need on anything. 75. Nope. We do need 105 eggs for that new apple acid yogurt dress salad. So you need to get a little bit more than lucky, or a little bit more than a little lucky. I don't know. That was very poorly worded, but you know what I mean. You need to get a decent one to get enough eggs for that, but not too bad for everything else. So I think that pretty much settles it, that I'm going to be looking for a AAA Blissey. Now, here's the fun part. Let's go ahead and dupe this one more time. And let's drop that ribbon down to 0. And let's say instead of helping speed M, we get skill trigger M. Because I don't know how much I want skill trigger on top. Ooh, wow. Ooh, okay. So, you know what? Helping speed M it is. It only makes a 0.1 difference in the amount of skill triggers per day. But helping speed helps out with getting the eggs. It drops our amount of eggs by almost 20 a day. So while skill trigger M is kind of nice, it's not super impactful. Because remember, this energy for everyone is just there as a nice little backup and bonus on top of your main healer. It's not meant to heal your team on its own. I don't know if we could ever get to a point where we could. I mean, 115 eggs per day is more than enough for every recipe, because like I said, you only need 105 for that new salad. So maybe it's worth it when you're looking at small gains, but I think this Blissey wins a little bit. Helping Speed M is probably a slight bit better than Skill Trigger M. Not that Skill Trigger M is a death sentence for Blissey at all. I don't think it is. I mean, like I said, 115 eggs is still plenty, but it just depends on what you want to focus on, I suppose. If you want to prioritize egg production, you want Helping Speed M. If you want to get as many skill triggers as possible, Skill Trigger M would help out. So yeah, I'm also doing this just kind of off my own experience and the way that I play the game. So there's a ton of combinations that I am not plugging in here. But keep that in mind that your mileage may vary. You may not get the absolute best, but I kind of feel like me throwing in some random stuff in here is kind of representative of what we're more likely to get rather than the absolute perfection that Raynon suggests. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm going to be hunting for a AAA Happiny and hoping to get Ingredient Finder M and Helping Speed of some kind. I think everything else I can work around. Let's assume I don't get inventory up. Let's say I get Research Bonus XP instead. Can I work around that with Ingredient Finding up? Yeah. I mean, it's still 120 a day. It's still plenty for everything. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna be looking for at level 50. None of them are gonna be enough for the apple acid salad, so gonna have to keep that in mind. We'll have to get it to 60 to make that apple acid salad on its own, but you also can't make it anyway without a good camp ticket because it's 104 ingredients. So it may not matter, to be honest with you. It may not matter that you can't get 105 in a day, because unless you're running a good camp ticket, you're not making it for every meal. Unless you have a pot expander, you could, I suppose, but you're probably not. So being able to stock up a little bit of eggs over 2 days to make this, you'll be fine, I think. You don't even have to do a full 2 days. But we've been talking about Blissey for like 20 minutes now. The Happiny line, something like that. I don't know, it's been a while. This has been a much deeper dive than I expected. But that's what I'm going to be looking for. I'm going to be looking for a Happiny with AAA, ingredient finding, hopefully an ingredient up nature, as well as some helping speed or skill trigger with preferably some inventory up. And hopefully that is what I can find. But that is where I'm going to wrap things up for today. Let's just go ahead and collect from everybody, make sure that we got all our stuff good to go before I log out of the game for a hot minute. More potatoes. Very good. Very good. All right. Like I said, that is where I'm going to wrap things up for today. A great start. Now we know what Happiny looks like. It is exactly what we expected. But now we know for sure. We can all go hunt it. Let me know what you're going to be looking for in your Happiny. Let me know if you think there's a better sub-skill combination that I could try that might yield better results, both in terms of eggs and skill triggers. But I'm going to wrap it up. You guys have a great night. Good luck this week. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these kinds of videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Illusion, YT, Husky Star, JP, Barty, Rogue Bastion, Josh Garrett, and Michael Hayes. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you would like to support the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe plus or that join button right below this video. And while you're down there, you can find a link to my Ko-Fi in the Discord if you prefer a one-off donation. You can also find a link to my live stream channel and a link to the Discord where you can come hang out with and talk with a bunch of cool people about Pokemon Sleep. Other than that, y'all have a good night. Good luck this week. I said that already, but I'm saying it again. Double good nights, double good luck. And until next time, later, dudes.